Hello. Well, our 30th anniversary weekend is almost over, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it, that you've found the films and the content that we've shared with you interesting and informative and useful for your situation. Remember, you can see it all again, or dip in and find the things that you want to look at again if you missed anything. It's all going to be up on our YouTube channels and Facebook after the weekend finishes. Now, before we sign off, I just want to take a minute to thank two very special mums. Chris Rose and Jenny Robbins, 30 years ago, when they had their children affected by trisomy 13 and 18, found that there was very little support or information or help available to them. This was before the internet. Finding information, finding other people in a similar situation was an incredibly difficult thing to do. But eventually they did find each other, and they decided to do something about it. And they created Soft UK as a way of providing people with information and networking and linking families together so that they could share their experiences and not feel so alone. And 30 years on, the many hundreds, thousands of families have been helped by what they did. In the midst of the challenges that were facing them, they found the time and the space and the capacity to be able to reach out and come together and create Soft UK. And I think all of us who've been touched by trisomy and who've been involved with Soft over those years owe them a great sense of gratitude and thanks. And they continue to be involved. They continue to support Soft, and it's such a huge legacy for them and an important legacy for us all. Now, planning an event, any event, is quite a difficult thing to do, but planning one in the midst of a pandemic when you're not quite sure whether, can it be live, has it got to be virtual, how can we make it accessible to everybody, is quite a feat. And I'd just like to end today by thanking some of the people who've been involved in making that happen. So Sean and Kate and the team of volunteers who planned it all and went through all of those challenges. A huge thanks to you. You've done an amazing job, and spent a huge amount of time trying to get this to something that I think you'd agree has been a successful outcome for us all. Same But Different and the families who worked with us and worked with Same But Different to share their stories. Thank you to you. I think the films that you've produced are incredibly beautiful and emotional and really important in sharing your experiences with others. They will all be launched formally next month, so look out for that. We'll be sending out information about where you can see the full set of films as soon as they're available. And thank you to all of our speakers. These are expert people who've given their time freely to us. And whilst they are all very used to speaking, it's probably what they spend quite a proportion of their time doing. We turned them into filmmakers as well in order to share their experience and expertise. And I think families, often say that finding somebody who really understands what they're going through and has that sort of depth of medical experience is quite a challenge. So we're very grateful to them, and we've now got a great resource to be able to share with people in the future from the films and presentations that they've given to us. And thank you to you. Without you, Soft is nothing. You are Soft. You are what Soft is for and what Soft is about. And we're really grateful to you for supporting us, not just over these weekends, but throughout the year, every year. So thank you, everybody. I really hope you've had an enjoyable weekend. We look forward to seeing you all, hopefully face-to-face next year. But until then, take care, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next year. Goodbye now.